Okay, this is Timmy's character called Reuben. Now, Reuben is an insecure and defensive character. I kind of like his insecurity. I mean, I think why I sympathise with him, because he's got very shy and he hides in the kind of rituals of his tattoos, his drinking and his drug abuse, and he does a lot of posturing. He's trying to be a big fish in a small pond, but it really is his insecurity, and I think that comes across quite clearly. That's why I do sympathise with him. I think in terms of the source of his aggression, I think we need to explore that a bit more, because we've got no belonging with his family. He says he's more attached to his rituals with his Maori tattoos than his family, and yet later on he's willing to use violence against those who threaten his family. So that's maybe something you need to maybe explore and make specific as to why that would be the case. It's a very clear lens he has. The world owes me nothing and I owe the world nothing. That is very clear. I think it's also clear that he needs to love himself so he can love others. And once again, I'd say that the source of that could be explored more. Why he's rejected his family. And I'd also like to know why he's attached to the Maori rituals. That's not explained. I mean, is he from a Maori family? In which case these rituals would have been passed down, or has he taken these on board? I think we need to know that. In terms of his physicality, you say he's got an inmate's built body. I presume you mean he's a well-built guy? Do you presume he works out? Tattoos are very clear, and I like that. I like that idea. So I have a strong sense of him physically, but I think you need to be more precise in the way you spell it out. The source of his physicality. Is he somebody who builds, works out? Because that would add to his insecurity. He has a fear of intimacy, which results in his aggressive exterior behaviour. Now, I like that idea. What works for me is with the girls, the fact that he likes to have a big group of adoring girls around him, but when he can't get intimate with them. And that shows in terms of his drinking and drug abuse as well, that when he goes out he needs to get out of it. And you talk about Class A drugs. I mean, I would be very specific about that, because there's differences between them, which ones he was taking for what reasons. So I think the one thing you need to work on as a character is the fact, is he a Don figure? We talk about him having a gang and having his constituents, and at the same time he has a succession of badly paid jobs. He drifts from one to another, just taking that money to live in the now and get drunk in the evening. But I'm not quite sure whether he actually makes money. He is actually a gangster. getting something from it? And if he is, why would he have a succession of these little jobs? Perhaps maybe uncomplicate it a bit. Or if it's the case that he's an unsuccessful gangster, then make it clear that's why he does have these jobs as well. We need just more specific, more precise, focus on that. But otherwise, I think we've got a strong character who seems a very vulnerable character to me. It's an interesting character. Well done.